I know I'm a little early today, but got stuff going on later in the day, so that's why. 3 o'clock is beer day. Well, beer time today, I guess. Oh. Well, yeah. Ugh, God. Yeah. Beer's needed. Maybe it'll wake me up a little bit. We'll see. What's up, Derek? How you doing, man? God damn it, Will. Oh, shit. A nice winter brew. Fucking swaggin'. Oh, shit. Doing great, sir. Doing great. It's Saturday. It'll be a fun one today. I'm excited for today's beer. I'm excited. Because it's about time this brewery came up in rotation. So, we're going to find out how good it is. Beer! I think it's time to do the damn thing. So why don't we get this shit done? Boom. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Saturday to you all. And, yeah, welcome to another live beer review. Got another weekend special going on, because we need to start going through some more beers, so weekend reviews are now a thing. So, wait, what are you saying, mine ears? I don't know, was that loud? I don't know. Oh, well. Well, yeah, today we're going to be taking a look at one from Kings County Brewers Collective out of Brooklyn, New York. And today's beer is called Invasion of the Berry Snatchers. Just look at that fucking can art. It looks crazy. Which I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of KCBC's can art always, just because it's kind of outrageous at times, but it's really cool. Yeah, so today's beer is a fruited sour that comes out to a whopping 5.1%, which... yeah, nice little beer to start out the day. And before we get into that, let's talk about KCBC really quick, because they're one of those breweries that I kind of saw in Tavour that caught my attention pretty quick just by their art and everything. And I tried a few of their beers, and they also become one of those breweries that have become one of my favorites, to be honest. Just because all their beers have been really solid that I've tried from them, and I'm really excited to see what we have in store for them. But But let's see what we can find out a little bit about KCBC really quick. So, they're a trio of experienced brewers who have joined forces to bring their shaped vision of quality, variety, and community to craft beer drinkers throughout New York City and beyond. They love to work together, they love drinking together, and super duper excited to bring a fresh, flavorful beer to life here in Brooklyn. After several years of honing their brewing skills in tiny apartments at the American Brewers Guild in Vermont and professionally at breweries across the city, we all independently came to the same conclusion: wouldn't it be freaking awesome to open a new brewery in New York City? Flash forward in time, and after various trials and tribulations and many long drinking sessions together, we realized that it was a combination of our efforts. We could build a bigger, better, and badass brewery than each of us tried to do it alone. And thus, Kings County Brewers Collective was officially born. So, it's a trio of friends who learned how to make beer together and came together to open up a badass brewery out of New York in Brooklyn, which I think is pretty badass. I don't know, I've been to New York, but I haven't been to like downtown and all that stuff, so I would have loved to kind of try out breweries down in New York City and all that, but knowing that these guys are in Brooklyn, if I'm ever in that area, they're probably going to be one of the first places I go to in that area. But yeah, so enough of that. Let's get into... Okay. Let's talk about this beer really quick. So, this fruited sour is filled with sumptuous strawberry, drippy blueberry, and lush raspberry, and plump blackberry as well. So, just every berry you can imagine in your face hole. And what they're describing this, it tastes like a top shelf mixed berry rum slushy topped with a bit of lemon zest. Every sip swims with an uncanny amount of fresh strawberry jam deliciousness with clean acidity to round out the sweetness. That sounds pretty badass to me. I don't know. That sounds pretty awesome. So let's crack her open and see what let's see what we got. Oh, yes, that's a nice sound. Let's see what we got in the smell. Oh yeah. Definitely you can smell it's kind of tart smelling on the bat right out there. Oh yeah. I don't know, this might be a decently sour one I'm feeling. Has definitely all of those sour notes to it. Definitely getting the predominant like raspberry tartness coming off the smell. But yeah, let's see what she looks like on the pour. So I'm gonna be drinking out of my untapped tulip glass, and let's pour it out. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that nice, beautiful like reddish, purple, every kind of reddish color you could possibly think of in one glass. Oh yeah, that looks delish. Absolutely delicious. I just love that color in a beer. I don't know. Let's give her on the smell in the glass. Oh yeah, definitely a lot more of the raspberry coming through. Maybe like kind of like a bitter strawberry on the smell as well. Yeah, let's give her a try. So, cheers everybody. Oh yeah. This is the tart one. Woo! This one is definitely more tart than a lot of the fruited sours I've had lately. But the flavors that I'm getting from it, holy crap. Right off the bat, getting that mixture of like a tart raspberry and a strawberry right in your face. Kind of getting a little bit of those undertones of like a nice, like a darker berry in there. It could be that mixture of the blueberry and the blackberry as well. But holy crap, this is definitely more tart than a lot of the fruited sours I've had. Yeah, but overall, it's pretty delicious, I gotta say. Pretty delicious. Definitely more of like a sipping kind of fruited sour to me. Nothing that I can just sit back and just take continuous drinks at a time. Just because, I don't know, when it comes to fruited sours, I kind of enjoy them to be on the less kind of tart level and more of getting those strong fruit flavors in your mouth. But yeah, it's a totally Not a heavy mouthfeel to it, not kind of like a slushy kind of mouthfeel, so it's not like filled with like pulpy kind of fruit flavors. But it has like a more of like a crisp tartness that lingers on the tongue a little bit with a slight sweetness that sits along there as well. But it's overall really, really good. So let's see what people are giving this beer on Untappd. So Invasion of the Berry Snatchers, like I said before, is a 5.1% ABV. And with over 1,778 ratings, this has an average rating of 4.01 on Untappd, which is relatively solid. I know a lot of KCBC's beers have relatively high ratings on Untappd just because they're well known in that area. So let's see. Somebody gave this a rating of a 4, 4.5, 3. What was that? 3.5. Yep. 3.75, 3, 4, 4.25. Yep. 4.5, 3. So yeah, there's a couple mixed kind of reviews of it. Somebody said it's a smooth, crushable sour, not overly berry, no artificial flavors as expected. Yeah, it's definitely berry forward. Very, very, like, hit you in the face berry, like tart berry flavors. For my tartless level, I think from like going out of 1 to 5 for how tart this is, I'd probably give this maybe like a 3.75 to almost a 4. It's, like I said, it's definitely more tart than any of the fruit or sours I've had lately. But overall, it's still very refreshing, very delicious. And, yeah. Let's start going off our gradings here, just because. So let's look at can art. Hold on, before I do that, let's pour the rest of it in the glass. There we go. And yeah, the can art is fantastic. A lot of detailed colors. I love how like the berries are kind of like alien monsters invading, which is really cool. KCBC always has some really cool can art when it comes to just very detailed, very color oriented, and just definitely something that would catch my attention at a liquor store or a bottle shop for sure. So yeah, this is definitely on my radar for how a can art to me should look. So easy, a very, very easy 5 out of 5 for can art. Really, really cool. Definitely would be a label that I'm going to be saving. So let's kind of, if I would have gotten this beer in a flight at Kings County, would I get another glass of this? To be honest, I like it. It's good. Like I said, it's a little bit tartar for my liking on a fruited sour, but I drank the glass I had in the flight, but I don't think I would get like another one by itself, just because I prefer my fruited sours more on like the fruitier side and getting those more natural tart flavors from maybe like one of the fruits, instead of like having multiple fruits have somewhat of a natural tartness to them, to where it kind of gets overwhelming a little bit at times. Which this is like right on the brim for me of kind of being overwhelming on tartness. But overall, it's still a really delicious beer. The fruit flavors are all there that you want to taste. It's still really good. One of those things where it's like I do one glass of it and I'd be fine. I wouldn't go out of my way to kind of have another glass of this right away. But definitely something I can see myself drinking, where it's like every once in a while, if I want a nice tart fruited sour, yeah, this would definitely be one that would be on my list. So, going down to final ratings on this guy. Has an average rating of 4.01 on Untappd, which is pretty relatively good. If you're into like the tartar version of fruited sours, where you're getting a lot of those natural fruit flavors, along with kind of like a boozy kind of rummy back note when you swallow, kind of just give that nice little warmth, even though it is a 5.1%. I definitely recommend this because I know people I know there's Duchess who likes sours. I know Mike, Mr. Mimosa, likes sours. These would definitely be ones that I'd recommend to you guys if you like sours more on the tart end, but you're still getting those nice fruit flavors of it. This would definitely be one for you guys. Hell, even Ashton I think might like this. Who knows? But it's overall good, but I wouldn't go out of my way. Like, I'd buy a 4-pack if I saw it at our store. I wouldn't go actively looking for it to make sure I had stock of it. So, I think my final rating for this guy is probably going to be towards a 7.75 for me. It would have been higher if I was getting more stronger fruit flavors and the tartness was a little bit lower. But it's overall a very delicious beer. And I can't wait to start trying more because I have a couple more IPAs from KCBC, and that's where they start getting into the, like, this is IPA perfection for me at times, because they have a lot of good IPAs that I've tried from them. So, yeah, I think this is a solid fruited sour. It's definitely more on the tart part of it, but if you're into tart fruited sours, this would definitely be one I'd recommend just because it's a great brewery and you're going to get great flavors out of this. And if you're looking for the tartness, you're going to get a lot of tartness from it. So before we get out of here, I want to let you guys know some places you can pick some stuff up from Kings County that might not be in the New York area. So you can find a verified location for this beer that it's either sold it in the past or they may have it there now. It's you can find it at the Springfield Beverage Distro, I think it's called. Let's look. Okay, so Springfield Beverage Distributing Co. is a verified location out of Springfield, Pennsylvania. You can find it at Bootlegger's Liquor Outlet in Northfield, New Jersey. You can find it in Uptown Beverage in Schenectady. I don't even know how to say that. In New York. You can find it at Franklin Beer Co. at Franklin, Pennsylvania. And McNelly Beer and Dogs in Pittsburgh. So I know Mike and Will kind of go down to Pittsburgh every once in a while. So if you guys are able to, you guys in the area of McNelly, see if you can get some KCBC down there. I think, Mike, if you're going to end up watching this later on, this might be up your alley for a nice sour beer. So keep an eye out for this one. This definitely be a chase one for some of my more sour enjoying friends. But for me, it's not going to be a complete chase beer for me. I'm glad I had this. I'm glad I got to experience one of their versions of a fruited sour with a shit ton of mixed berry flavor. But overall, it's a solid beer. Definitely be one I would recommend to people who enjoy nice fruity and more on the tart end of fruited sours. This would definitely be one I'd have people search for. But if you're not in any of those areas to where you can pick it up at a liquor store, I always recommend Tavour because KCBC is on Tavour quite often, and they do a lot of their fruited sour drops as well. So if you don't know what Tavour is by now, it's a beer subscription, beer crate service to where you have the option of building your own box, which is pretty much you can just create an account with them and then just kind of go off of what they released every single day to build your own. Or you can give them what kind of beers you enjoy. So you can put, like, you enjoy fruited sours, stouts, IPAs, and they randomly put beers that kind of fit that criteria into your monthly box. So unfortunately, Tavour might not be available to everybody around the country. I know some states can get it, some places can't. I am fortunate enough to be in a spot to where I can get beer shipped to me from Tavour. So you just kind of got to go on the app and put in your zip code and just see if it's available to you. That's all I can really recommend. It's hard to kind of point, like, where around certain places you can get it. It's kind of complicated like that, but it's a quick little, like, 2 minutes of your time to download the app and check if it's available for you. Nothing really too crazy. But overall, yeah, I think that's what I got for you guys today. Another easy drinker, another sit back, relax kind of beer. So yeah, I think that is what I have for you guys today. So everybody in chat, appreciate every single one of you, even though you guys are just messing around, it looks like. Which is fine. I don't mind it. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. So everybody chat, before you leave, make sure you hit that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure you hit that like button as well. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, you like watching beer reviews, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell. I'll let you know whenever I go doing another beer review live. Got one planned for tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, pretty much it, guys. So hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, fantastic Saturday, fantastic weekend as well. If you're not going to tune in tomorrow, that is fine. But yeah, I'm going to sit back, relax, enjoy my Saturday, finish this beer, watch a movie with some friends, usual weekend stuff. And pretty much it. So if you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And cheers, everybody.